Whoa, fuck. It's a big, ugly Irish nose. There you go. All right, so it's Sunday morning. I just rolled out of bed, literally. Mind you, I don't really roll out of bed all that early. Ha. All right, where the fuck we at? Gary, Mr. Mock, one thing to say to you, buddy. Fuck that guy. That's it. You've already figured that part out from interweb discussion last night. I'm digging the shop talk. Don't change the description of the group, guys. I dig the shop talk. It's fun. I found Mr. Porter on the old Facebooks. See, now I fucked up his entire life because everybody's going to go over there and say, hey, what's up? You get the luxury to say hi to the guy. He's a hell of a man. What else? Christine. We'll get back to that. Shop stuff happening, going, so forth. All right, so here you go. I never realized this was going to be such a stressor for me, or a point of stress. An old buddy of mine, I met him working at my old shop, doing work at my old shop. And he came in and started working with me, and when I hand grenaded, when I fucking just tanked everything, I was doing service work, and everything went from worse to sit in your office chair with a fucking shotgun in your mouth that evening. Anyhow, he helped me pull the pieces back together a bit. He kind of pulled me off the ledge. Figuratively, of course. And I walked away from that building, that facility, with my welder, my toolboxes, my welders, my toolboxes, and my personal effects. He came over this weekend working on that Monty of his. He wanted to get it in the primer. He came over yesterday. I left out at noon. I had family stuff to deal with, yard stuff to deal with. It's spring in fucking Iowa, and I got an acre. And I refuse to be the hillbilly next door anymore. I gotta take better care of my shit. And my helper, Daryl, he's just cleaning and doing miscellaneous shit. But leaving the shop unattended and open just racked my nerves yesterday, about did me in. It's really weird. I mean, yeah, it's my baby. It's what I'm building. I've spent a lot of time and heartache and headache and everything else, but it was weird. That's all. Great big stressor. Weird shit going on. I got an email and a phone call. Well, I got a phone call, then an email. Sorry, in that order. A gal working on some project in the Des Moines area. No clue what it is. She gives me specifications to build 4 huge 4-foot by 8-foot by 12-foot boxes that are going to float. They got to be fiberglass. All you do is wrap them in fiberglass. It's nothing like Mr. Roach does. It's not artistic in any way. It's slap the resin down, slap the fiberglass down, wet the fiberglass out, roll that bitch flat, and go. Anyhow, no clue what it's for. No clue what it's about. No clue the company involved. I get all these specifications through one specific lady, personal email. So I give prices on everything. I'm like, well, you might need that gel coated. Give me your opinion, folks. Anybody in the know out there, they're going to float these things. These boxes, they want to do these. They want to fiberglass them. They want to float these bastards like it's a celebration thing, I guess, here in Des Moines. They're going to float them in the Des Moines River. Do they need to be gel coated? Do I need to gel coat those for longevity? Because I think they intend on, at the end of this celebration or display, they're going to pack them up and ship them off to somewhere else that they're doing something similar. So I would think long term, if they're going to last a week or so, no problem. If they're going to last longer than a week or two, then you may have to gel coat it. I don't know. Give me your opinion on that if you can sound off, because I do limited repairs, and if it's on a boat, it gets fucking gel coated. That's it. If it's going in the water, it gets gel coat on it, from my experiences. But yeah, I found out it was for some celebration here in Des Moines. My estimate gobbled up a gob of her budget, but it sounds like we get to deliver them, which is kind of cool. I get to go out and be like, yeah, we built these. What the fuck? I agreed to making delivery to help the budget. The work's going to cost what the work costs. I can't really get around much of that. And there's not a lot of shops around here, at least, that could, if they wanted to, take that bullshit on. That's like bringing 4 cars in. 4 foot, 8 foot, 12 foot. It's like bringing 4 cars in. On the rotisserie, because they got to be fiberglass on all 4 sides. So that'll be interesting for sure. Got a motorcycle tank in. I got footage. It'll go up. I fucking lied. I'm a bad person. I did not get any footage done this week. I don't even know how many hours I put in this week. 50, 60, I don't know. I've been watching the Telefono, and when it hits about, can you see that shit? Yeah, when it hits about 55 degrees, I throw the shop doors open, turn my heater down. It feels good. It's really weird. I've got a whole new set of sounds I got to get used to at this new shop. Because remember, we moved there in November. Everything was shut down. We didn't have the doors open. But a couple days. My stereo shit in my shop. My head unit shit on me. It just shuts off at random. Just bloop. I've had that thing for about, pardon me, I've had it for almost 10 years. I bought it used, so there you go. What do you do? Custom van. I looked at a 66 Ford truck. A guy just wants for a driver. He wants it smoothed out, bedliner shot, and the truck shot. I quoted that out. A real quick, simple, easy, smooth out and scrub down and paint type of gig. I think we can do it in good time. I'm tired of having all these collisions and car lot stuff and bullshit out there that isn't really isn't showcasing our work. I need to get more work out there, showing what the shop's doing now, how well it can do now. Back to the original one, and this is a call out. I've called out via interwebs. I'll call out via Facebook now, I reckon. I gotta start cleaning up and repairing a couple of very clapped out 1958 Plymouth Fury fenders. If anybody's got a line on a couple that aren't bad, I'd be interested in hearing about them, seeing some pictures. Because apparently we're going to build Christine. I think he's going down to the colors even. Not just going to build a 58 Fury, but he's going to build Christine. 2-door, hardtop. Customer dropped off the fenders. We were talking about those, getting those refurbed. And there's a good deal of money in refurbing them. And then he starts talking about getting the doors down there so I can get the regulators working and go through the guts. So I may need parts there. I don't know. And then right into, I just thought I was fixing some parts up, and he was trying to do a lot of the work himself. I think he got in over his head. I need parts for this thing. I'm gonna need parts. He's got a 4-door parts car, but I'm gonna need parts. Those were things I knew about. I went and looked at the car, gave a number to get the metal work done, body work, rough, in sealer, or a high build primer. And I'll show you the sealer I'm using sometime. It's pretty nifty shit. It's an epoxy, but it builds like slick sand and it doesn't shrink. Or it's an epoxy that builds like any other sealer. You wet sand it down, smooth as a baby's butt, and go. But yeah, apparently we're building Christine, so I'm really stoked about that. And I'm worried about that too, because that's one of just a small handful of cars that I really dig. Not because it's Christine, not because it's a movie car, but because I dig that specific make, model, year. And they've disappeared. Well then, that covers just about everything. What did I do? Cover that in like 6 minutes? Sweet. I am digging the YouTube Shop Talk group. You guys are all stand-up dudes. It's really weird looking on there. You know, Greg's Garage, Greg Porter, he's an easy one. Gary, Mr. Mock, I didn't know who the hell it was. And just going through the list of people, I don't know the names. I know of the channels, and there's a lot of the channels I don't know. So I got to dig through and start subbing some people because I want to support cool dudes, you know. That's an interesting thing. Here you go. You can get in any subsect of society, of our culture, of our American culture, of human existence, culture, period. This transcends borders, nationalities, languages. Car dudes. Come on, guys. Pat yourselves on the back. Car dudes are the fucking coolest, okay? I don't make a lot of publicity about it, but I make bare no bones about it. I'm a heathen. I practice in the old Northern Germanic faith. Okay, so that's simple. And I deal with some of these people either online, and not even online anymore. I've gotten rid of all those chumps, because most of them are just crybaby wham-whams. And socially, it's a very small group of people that I deal with, because most of them are crybaby fucking wham-whams. And that seems to be true in any group of people, except fucking car guys, because they kick ass. So I'm proud to be part of the ranks. I like the supportiveness of our community. I wouldn't have gotten as far doing what I'm doing without a lot of you guys. Literally, I've learned a lot from you guys. I've received support from you guys. I've received some hard knocks reality checks from you guys. The Mr. Snyder actually posted a photo up on his YouTube channel now. I like putting faces with names or faces with characters, you know. And he's a character. In a good way, in a great way. He's a character. I love the input. I love the interaction. So that's kind of it, man. I mean, I'm building some kind of floats for a display for some kind of celebration Des Moines putting on, which is, you know, it's fucking my alma mater. It's my hometown. It's where I live now. It's where I'll probably always live. I've stepped out into the burbs a couple times, but, well, I'm technically in the burbs now. I'm in Sailor Township. Can't see my shirt. Fuck it. It's a Sadell shirt. If you guys know where that's at, you're a special select few. It's a little slice of county between Ankeny and Des Moines. We got burn barrels and bonfires and acre lots for our homes. Uh, 6 generations now. That's a nutshell of everything happening. Something happened a couple weeks ago and I can't explain it, but it felt like a shop, not the fucking local hangout. Here's another one I'm having trouble with. I've put out a lot of estimates, a lot of consultations, a lot of people stopping by wanting to talk about their ride. And it has eaten up more than half of my shop time in the last 2 weeks. If I put in 60 hours this week, I only put in 30 hours doing work. And probably only 20 hours doing work. So, I don't know. The Brady's just posted up. They got a bunch of materials for sale. PPG materials. Sounds like Andrea's Finds found another catch. Go check out the Brady's. It's VW Darren. That's Andrea. Darren, Andrea, Greg, they've kind of been the spinal cord. They've kind of been the nerve center of everything going on in Garage Gang. So, I don't know, they're like cornerstone members, and definitely give them props. They deserve it. They do a lot of work for the garage community. Fuck me. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna roll. I've only done half a cup of coffee. I've rambled now long enough. Probably got 20 minutes of my boring ass big fat Irish nose on here. So keep it up, guys. Fuck, I'm starting to have fun with this again. The shop feels like a shop, not a hangout. But yeah, that's been my biggest problem lately, is the consults and people that just want to pick my brain with questions. I lose so much time. And my helper's a good helper, but he gets derailed and he gets sucked into conversations. Good guy. Hard worker, good worker. He does good work. It's really weird, really odd. This is all he wants to do, all he's ever wanted to do. And he's going to help me build this shop. It needs built. Right now we're almost nothing. We're half a breath from death. And he's helped pull me personally out of a slump. He shows up, he's like, hey, he'll call me up at 8. The shop opens at 9. I don't get in. I drag my bones in there right at 9. Hey, you need a ride today? Sure. Call me back in 45 minutes. Dude, I'm in your driveway. So I drag my ass up. We get down to the shop by 8:15, and we start grinding. We have our morning wrap session to sort out the day. Start grinding. Every time I feel I want to give up for the day, he's like, well, let's finish this up real quick. I'm blessed. I'm blessed with all of you. I'm blessed with a big building to work out of. I'm blessed with a nice home and family. Life's good, right? We'll have to live the dream, turn some wrenches, fuck some shit up.